I'm Nick from Mountain Trail RV, and I'm excited to present to you the new Alex V 6.4 Paragon. The Alex V 6.4 Paragon is a project undertaken using the floor plan of the Alex V 6.2 with a bigger bathroom. At the front of the van, we've redesigned the front bed head to have a straight wall to lean up against, and also created that storage locker at the front with a new angled bold shape, making it 6.4 metres of internal living space, giving you an overall length of 7 metres, making this a 21-foot layout with a 23-foot footprint. With a new walk-through storage area behind the bed, we're able to now decrease the size of the front box, give us 2 protection wings with a centralised 4-kilo gas bottle compartment for 2 bottles, and also separate wings on the side with incorporated storage for a diesel tank and water hoses. At the front of the van, we have the standard full length and full height walk-through tunnel boot with ample storage. We also have the standard tunnel boot underneath the bed, and this one is equipped with the optional slide-out 30-litre refrigerator. The third tunnel boot is an option, and this one has been fitted with a full-length slide-out kitchen. If you elect not to go for the third tunnel boot, this kitchen can fit in the tunnel boot under the bed, which is underneath the 20-foot awning. This one is our full-length 1500mm kitchen, which slides out and flip over benches. The advantage of this setup is, as you can see, I'm underneath the awning with a full kitchen and a servery on this side, and I've got access right next to me with the fridge while cooking. We have significantly updated the electrical system, incorporating Garmin control with Victron charging and an Oscorp underslung chassis mounted battery. The advantage of this system is they integrate seamlessly together, giving you absolute control from this Garmin screen that is completely removable, just like this. Featured within the Garmin is our control page. As we can see across the top, we have different menu bars with different pages. On the home screen, we have a setup mode. When we get to camp, it will automatically horizon level the suspension. We have sleep mode for when you go to bed at night, where it slowly closes the van down. Travel mode, we also have storage mode and an all off button. Across the side here, we have electronic control for our integrated steps, also the awning, tyre pressure monitoring up to 10 tyres. We have 4 in this van, which includes a spare. Our percentage, we also have the fresh water at the front, the centre and the rear, and if I touch the tank, we know we can drain water from that tank specifically. We can also turn that off and take water from an external drawer. On the second page, we have our lighting. On the left side are our internal lights, which is ambient and ceiling, and they're both dimmable. On the external, we have compartment lights, the white light and the amber light, and they are also dimmable. On the third page, we have our switches. Green means they're on. We have diesel-powered hot water, which is German, Ebenspacher. We have the refrigerators, the stereo, which is integrated, there's no physical stereo. We have the water pump, the compressor, the Starlink option, the 12-volt accessories, the electronic blackjack, and we also have another switch for the water tanks, and we've labelled the water tanks as their capacity. So the front tank is 125 litres, centre tank 85, and the rear tank 125, giving us 335 litres of fresh water, and we also have the external water drawer from a creek or a jerry can. On the next page, we have our inverter. So we can turn on the inverter, which is a 3 kilowatt inverter, but it has a peak performance of 4.8 kilowatts for up to 10 minutes. We also have our control of our solar coming in, a DC charge coming in, and on the next page, we have our airbag monitoring system and control. So we can manually control the passenger side up and down, the driver's side up and down, all up or all down, a high mode, a drive mode, and a low mode. And a new feature in this van is the auto leveling for the roll and the pitch. So if you get to camp, you just hit that button there and the whole van will completely level. On the next page, we have our fully integrated stereo system with FM, Bluetooth, internal television and external television, being this one here. We have outside volume, inside volume, and on the final page, we have our heating controls for the diesel hot water service, the diesel air heater, and the roof-mounted air conditioning unit. And we can control the thermostat on both of these from the screen without having to use any remotes. A feature I really like about the Garmin touchscreens is the internal one inside the van is fixed, but the external one is portable, so we can take it off and we can walk around the van or sit by the fire and control the entire van from here. This can also be adapted with a mount in the car that comes standard to sit on your dashboard or the windscreen, and you can monitor and control the van while you're driving and even check the tyre pressures. With the portable Garmin control screen, I can use it simply like this to bring the steps out and the awning out. I can also control the dimming on the outside lights or even change them to different colours. We've also incorporated an entertainment bench that folds down with a 32-inch LED smart TV, the screen and charging for any appliances. Inside the van, we have a beautiful full-length kitchen. We have a deep sink, black tapware, induction cooktop, microwave, dual fans, a 250-litre internal refrigerator, and we have face-to-face seating with the Garmin control right at our fingertips. Stepping into this van feels absolutely luxurious with the beautiful colour tones and the full queen-size bed, exactly the same size as what you would have at home, with complete walk around. We've pushed the cabinets back a little bit further, giving us more storage up the top and bedside tables, as well as a walk around area. Other features include the thermostatically controlled diesel air heater and a roof-mounted reverse cycle heating and cooling that can run off the battery. At the entrance of the doorway, we have our Vitrifrigo Italian 250-litre refrigerator and slide-out drawer freezer. And at the back of the van, we have our full ensuite with a separate shower, a separate toilet, a washing machine and a basin. Another feature you'll notice in our vans is we've raised the height to 2030 mil, so tall people like myself can walk around without hitting their head on the air conditioner. When it comes to the construction, there is nothing like this in the entire market. We've been doing this for 20 years. The basis of this van is a laser cut hot dip galvanized chassis, robotically welded, and aluminium cabinet carcasses throughout, with European XPS composite roof, walls and floor, locking the whole van together, and every component in the aluminium is bolted in without wood screws, meaning nuts, certs and bolts hold the van together, making it stronger for off-road and corrugations. It's also comes standard with an integrated dust suppression system, keeping all the dust out. When it comes to charging this van, we have 1,350 watts of solar on the roof, being controlled by a Victron solar controller, as well as a DC to DC controller and a Victron 3000 watt AC dual charger, putting in 120 amps when you're parked up at night near 240 mains power. If you'd like to know anything more about this van, please check out our website, our Queensland showroom, or take a visit to the Albury factory and see how they're built. Thanks for watching.